Hi everybody. I've just finished talking to all my lovely Thursday clients, and what an inspirational bunch of people you are. Totally nailing it, one and all. I am so proud of you all. I was reminded talking to one of you today who's got you've all got fantastic attitudes, actually, all of you, which is why you're all doing so well. And I was talking about attitude with one of you this evening, and I was telling her the story of how that demonstrates the importance of attitude, and that is, as I think most of you know, I was diagnosed last year with a rather horrible head condition, which causes constant pain in my head. And I belong to a group on Facebook, a support group for people who suffer from this condition. And one of the ladies was talking about how whenever we go to a neurologist appointment, we're always asked to fill in a pain diary every day. And we get given a pain scale that each moment of each day, if we notice any pain, we have to stop, think about it, refer to the pain scale, document it on the chart. And then we've got that evidence, or not evidence, but information to give to our neurologist. And she said, and I thought, yes. And then I thought, this is just as true with dieting. She said she's sure it makes her pain worse, because instead of being distracted, not thinking about it, not focusing on it too much, stopping and having a real think about where she is on the pain scale, and having to think about, okay, where is it? What does it feel like? Is it pounding? Is it twisting? Is it sharp? Is it, all those sorts of things that we have to do for our neurologists? She said the more she thinks about that, the more she feels the pain, and the more aware of it she becomes, and the more miserable she becomes, and that actually it's not very helpful for us to help us manage our pain. And I thought I agreed totally with her that I operate much better when I, from a pain perspective, when I just don't try not to think about it and I distract myself. But also when we're dieting, it's exactly the same sort of concept. The attitude that we go towards our dieting and in maintenance is just so important to how successful we are. Because if you go into it focusing on the pain of dieting, then guess what? It's going to be even more painful than you're even anticipating, and it's going to be harder because you're focusing on the hardness and the pain that you're perceiving you're going to be in, and all that deprivation. And my brother calls it being tortured, going back on plan. Perfect example of not a great attitude. So just to focus in on instead of focusing on the pain, instead what I do with regards to my condition now is, if I find myself feeling a bit sorry for myself or thinking about it, I distract myself. I will go out in the garden, or I'll snuggle on down with my book, or I will ring one of my friends up. And the lady I was talking to about this, we came onto the conversation because we were talking about how hard it is when you desperately need a wee, but of course on this plan you're having to do 3 litres of water a day. And she did make me laugh, but it's just so true. She said that what she does is, when she desperately needs a wee but there isn't a toilet nearby, she will start humming or singing to herself to take her mind off of it, which works. And then if she knows she's going along a road that's particularly juddery, if she's in the car, where possible, she will raise herself off the seat so that she's not actually feeling the jolts. So she's being very proactive about managing the pain, but in a very positive way. So and it's just the same with dieting. Be really, really positive about how you plan, and really, really concentrate and focus on the things that you're thinking, that literally the messages that you're giving yourself all the time, because our brain believes what we tell it. And if we tell it that this is horrible and it's really painful, it's really difficult, guess what? It's going to be. That's what your brain's going to believe.